Hey guys, and welcome to the battle phase. In today's video we're taking a look at the combo tutorial for the Superheavy Plant deck that is posted on the channel. So this deck revolves around a one card combo, only requiring you to open the Lonefire Blossom. Now worry not, this is not a Sunvine deck, so we're not going to be doing those shenanigans, and we're going to end the combo by not being locked into plants. So that means our end board can be quite varied. Now obviously, Lonefire Blossom is not the only one card starter in the deck. It's basically Predaplant Orpheus Scorpio, so any way to Predaplant Orpheus Scorpio is full combo. So either Lonefire Blossom, either the Scorpio himself, or any card of the Superheavy engine, for instance like the Superheavy Samurai Bike or Wakaushi. Foolish Burial is also one card starter, because by sending Billet, you can add the Orpheus Scorpio to your hand, and also Pot of Prosperity can help you dig for that one card starter. So as you can see, a lot of these one card starters in the actual deck. You're just going to need one to perform this combo. So this time we're going to combo with the Lonefire Blossom. So if you like these unique combos, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Starting the actual combo, we are going to normal summon our Lonefire Blossom here, use its effect, tribute it immediately in order to special summon the Predaplant Orpheus Scorpio from your deck to the field. And this is basically where the actual combo starts, getting your Orpheus Scorpio to the field. We're going to use Orpheus Scorpio's effect. Now do note, for this you have to discard a monster. So if we're completely honest, this is not a 1/1 card combo. You do need a monster to discard. However, you're always going to have a monster in your hand, right? It's not a specific card, so you're always going to be able to do this action by discarding it. Orpheus Scorpion's effect now triggers and summons the Predaplant Darling Cobra straight from the deck to the field, activating Darling Cobra to add instant fusion from our deck to the hand. So here it is, instant fusion here. At this point, we're going to continue by linking away 2 plant monsters on the field, so 2 plants, and we're going to make our main plant comboer, and that is the Aromaspheric Jasmine here. We're going to Aromaspheric Jasmine, and at this point we activate the instant fusion, paying 1,000 life points here in order to special summon from our extra deck the Predaplant Ambu. Make sure that you're specially summoning him into a zone Jasmine points to use its effect. But first, Ambu's effect searches from our deck to the hand a Predaplant spell or trap, and we are going to be searching the Predaprunning here and adding it to our hand. Now comes the effect of Jasmine, tributing the Ambu here in order to summon a plant from deck. We're gonna summon Lonefire Blossom, and then use Lonefire Blossom's effect to tribute it in order to summon the Mardell, Generator Boss of Light, from deck to the field. Use Mardell's effect to search for a plant, and we're going to add Therian Lilyborea from our deck to our hand. We're immediately going to activate Therian Lilyborea's effect here, special summoning it by equipping a plant from the graveyard to it. Let's say we're going to equip Orpheus Scorpio here. Immediately use Lilyborea's effect, send that equipped Orpheus Scorpio to the graveyard in order to search for a Therian spell or trap. We're going to be searching the Therian Disc Colosseum here. Okay, we can now go ahead and just activate our Therian Disc Colosseum here, searching us for a Therion. And we are going to search obviously for Therion King Regulus. That is going to be the first part of our end board here. We're going to go for a Link 2, so we're going to go Jasmine and Lilyborea here. And we are going to summon our Cross Sheep here, okay? Make sure you summon a Cross Sheep so you will have a zone it points to empty. So we can now activate our Predaprunning here. Predaprunning is going to special summon from our graveyard our Ambu, and make sure that happens to a zone Cross Sheep points to. So now we can use Cross Sheep's effect, a fusion monster with special summon to its zone, so we can summon a monster from the graveyard, and this is when we summon back our Lonefire Blossom, just like this, from the graveyard. You know, any point during this combo, it would be smart to actually get our Therion King Regulus to the board, right? So we're going to special our Regulus here by equipping it with the Lilyborea, so we have that Omni Negate just sitting here throughout the remainder of the combo. Okay, moving on from now here, we're going to use the Lonefire Blossom's effect here, and this is going to tribute a plant. We're going to tribute Mardell this time, not itself, in order to special summon Spore from our deck. So here comes Spore. And then we're going to use Predaplant Ambu's effect. We can tribute a monster on the field. We're going to tribute Cross Sheep here to special summon a Predaplant from the deck. And the Predaplan we're summoning is going to be another copy of Orpheus Scorpio. Now, although Orpheus Scorpio is a once per turn, we're not going to get any effect from the special summoned Predaplan. However, we did change a Link monster with no level into a monster with a level. So that is why this step is actually pretty important. So, going from here, we are going to synchro summon using Spore, a level 1 tuner, and a level 3 non-tuner. So that is level 4 in order to special summon the Cupid Pitch from our extra deck. And now we're going to use Cupid Pitch's effect. We can reduce or increase its level by the level of the tuner used. Spore is a level 1 tuner, so you can reduce or increase by 1. We're going to reduce by 1 and make it a level 3 tuner. At that point, we're going to synchro summon using it, a level 3 tuner, and Predaplan Ambu, who is a level 5 non-tuner, to make a level 8. And here comes the brand new addition to the deck. We're going to summon the Diabel here, level 8. At this point, we use Diabel's effect. Diabel's effect is if we're synchro summoned using a tuner synchro monster, which it was, we can add a spell from the graveyard to the hand. At this point, you have two options. You can get back the Predaplan, or you can get back the instant fusion. You can get the Predaplan because this is not a once per turn. You can use it again, special summon back another Predaplan and further extend your plays. Or you can add the instant fusion here to your hand for follow-up. And this is what we're going to do. Otherwise, you can obviously choose which one you want. Don't forget that the Cupid Pitch was indeed used as a synchro material, so we can add a monster with 600 defense from our deck to our hand, and that is going to be the Corridor Nemesis here. We're going to add Corridor Nemesis to our hand. Okay, at this point in the combo, we're going to use Spore's Graveyard effect. We can banish a plant monster. We're going to banish the Predaplan Orpheus Scorpio here to special summon Spore back and add the banished monster's level to his. So this is a level 4 monster now. However, that doesn't really matter because we are going to link Spore away with the Lonefire Blossom here, make it a link 2 here, and summon the IP Masquerena here right away as another part of our Endboard. What this actually got us is another Endboard piece plus a banished monster, so we can now use Corridor Nemesis here, special summoning it by shuffling back the Orpheus Scorpio into the deck. And now a Thunder monster activated its effect from the hand, which means, guess what? Sending it to the graveyard in order to special summon our Thunder Dragon Colossus. There we go. And this, at the end of the day, is going to be our Endboard. So we pass turn to our opponent here. So let's first count our interruptions. So obviously, Therian King Regulus here is our interruption number 1. It is a Nomni negate, so that's always nice to have. Thunder Dragon Colossus, by making sure your opponent cannot floodgating him, so he cannot add cards from his deck to his hand, is also interruption number 2. Don't forget that we can also protect him by banishing Corridor from the graveyard if he is to be destroyed. Then we have Diabel effect as number 3, and then obviously IP Masquerena's effect as interruption number 4. So basically 4 interruptions here, but this can spiral into much more, and now I'm going to show you how. So Regulus is, there's no doubt about his negate, as well as the floodgating of Colossus. However, Masquerena and Diabel do provide a pretty unique interaction. So you're going to first activate Diabel. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can activate Diabel's effect. You can send a spell from your hand or field to the graveyard. In this case, we have Therian Disc Colosseum still on the field. We can just send it to the graveyard to summon a level 7 or lower tuner synchro from our extra deck. So option 1 is that we immediately summon Silvera here. So we're going to special summon Silvera from our extra deck. And its effect is when it's special summoned from the extra deck, not synchro summoned, when it's special summoned, so Diabel triggers it, we can Book of Moon your opponent's whole field. So we flip all of our opponent's monsters into phase down defense position, we basically pull a UCT on him. So if that is something that's needed, this is a really good interruption. Plus, guess what? Now we have 2 monsters on the field that don't do anything, plus we have the IP Masquerena. So that together is already link 4 of materials. And now we can link away your opponent's monster as well, so that is another extra interruption, in order to make, guess what? Yes, that is true, the Underworld Goddess here, which, when it's special summoned, negates all effects on the field, which is another interruption. Plus, if your opponent would special summon from the graveyard, it can negate that special summon. So that's another interruption. Plus, it has some protection, right? It cannot be affected by activated effects unless they target it. So this is a pretty pesky card to deal with for our opponent. However, we have other options. So option number 2 with Diabel here. So let's revert back, and we have the second option with Diabel. Diabel can actually summon from the extra deck, not Silvera, but the Zapper Shrimp. The Zapper Shrimp allows us to discard a card from our hand to pop a spell or trap on the field if that is something you need. Can be an additional interruption, but not necessarily. But it has another effect that it can synchro summon during your opponent's main phase for a quick effect. So that quickly we have Diabel, who is a level 8 non-tuner, and we have a level 2 tuner. So we can quickly go for a 10 synchro summon during our opponent's turn in order to make, you guessed it, the Satellite Warrior, because we do have a non-tuner synchro monster. And Satellite Warrior now actually destroys cards on our opponent's side of the field up to the number of synchros in the graveyard. And that is 1 Diabel, 2 the Zapper Shrimp, and then 3 the Cupid Pitch. So that is a destroy 3 on our opponent's side. And after that, it's useless on the board, so it can be linked away with IP Masquerena in order to make, for instance, Aspie Little Knight. So that is the second way of interruptions you can choose, adding more interruption, obviously, to the end board. So that is the final end board of this combo. As you can see, the deck actually got hit by the Baronne and Appaloosa and Savage hits. However, it, I think, recovered pretty well. A multiple interruption end board with some follow-up in hand as well. I think this deck is very interesting. Obviously, the Superheavy Samurai engine in here is really good because it can also function as handtrap protection as shown in the deck profile. So don't forget to check that video as well. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.